There will be people, just know, and I'm still sore from the softball game yesterday. My legs are killing me. My right shoulder's killing me. Jesus Christ. Try playing 3 softball games in one day. I'm tired. I don't even want to be here right now. Even to record this review after what the fuck we got tonight. There will be people that will defend this show tonight. Saying, oh, Raw was a good show tonight. What was so good about the show tonight? Outside of Sasha Banks' promo and Ricochet versus Drew McIntyre and Cesaro versus Cedric Alexander. Other than that, what was so good about the show tonight? I want to know. Leave a comment down below. Or even, as a matter of fact, tweet me on Twitter. Not only leave a comment down below, tweet me on Twitter. My Twitter is down below in the layout. Right there, on the Raw, right there. I am not trying to be too loud tonight because 1, my legs are killing me. 2, my shoulder is killing me. After playing 3 games last night, pitched in 2 of them, and you're looking at the 2019 Yankees softball game MVP. Just call me the Luis Severino of Yankees Twitter. Just know. This show is fucking garbage tonight. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. This show is fucking garbage. I even heard, according to Brad Shepard, that Raw backstage was chaotic. They were writing this show as the show was happening. You do know that, right? Raw was being written as the show was going on. But luckily, they got a full episode in. Just lucky. The show was still fucking garbage tonight. The show was still fucking garbage. Yeah, we got All Out this upcoming Saturday night. We got NXT UK TakeOver Cardiff this Saturday night. If you want to have your intelligence insulted, just watch this episode of Raw tonight. I swear to God, on everything that I love. Once Sasha and Natty was done, I stopped watching the show. I'm not lying to you. I stopped watching the show. Tag Team Turmoil, didn't give a fuck. Main event of Raw tonight, terrible. But I did go back and watch Cedric versus Cesaro. The match is fantastic. And on top of that, New Orleans, wake the fuck up. One of the main reasons why this show was so trash tonight was because of the fucking crowd. The crowd was fucking hot garbage tonight. You can even hear a pin drop, and you'll be able to hear it on live television. That's how trash this crowd was tonight. Yeah, people are going to say on social media, oh, Chris, your show is good tonight. Take it for what it is. Suck my dick. I do not like my intelligence insulted. I don't. That's why we got All Out on Saturday night. Too bad I can't watch NXT UK TakeOver Cardiff because I'll be at work. So I can't cover the show. I just noticed that. Because the Yankees are on a road trip. They're in Seattle right now. They're playing Seattle. And I got a 6-game homestand coming up. And I can't watch NXT UK TakeOver Cardiff. Therefore, I can't do a review. I cannot do a review on that show. I can't. But I will watch All Out. I'll go back on the network and watch NXT UK TakeOver Cardiff, and then I'll give you guys a review when I'm off. I'll give you guys a review when I'm off. But right now, I have so much on my plate. I got the Yankee season ending. Then I gotta watch All Out on Saturday night. I gotta watch All Out. I can't watch NXT UK Takeover Cardiff because I'm at work. Then I gotta do so much shit about work, and then I got a softball game on the 28th of September before the postseason starts. I have a lot on my plate coming up. So, but at least while I'm off, I get to still give you guys content right here on the channel. So there you guys go. You guys seen pictures of me yesterday on Twitter. Obviously, if you guys saw my new Twitter profile picture, people were saying it was fire. With the eye black and stuff, with the hat and the Yankee jersey on. I was playing softball all day yesterday. I didn't even record nothing yesterday. And to be honest, I wasn't going to give you guys a podcast on Sunday. I wasn't. Because, A, there was barely any news on the weekend. Barely any news. B, because I had a softball game to attend that I had to play because I was drafted, so I had to go play. And C, I wanted to relax and just take a day off of YouTube and just do what I want to do. So I hope you guys respect that. Don't worry, I'm still gonna grind the channel. I'm still gonna give you guys content and everything else. It's just that yesterday I just needed a day off after overworking my ass off, with the heat, the whole summer and everything else. I just needed to relax just one day, and it felt really good to not do anything for one day yesterday, except for just playing softball. First game I went I think I went 3 for 4 the first game. Drove in 2 RBIs. Pitched the entire game. I pitched 4 innings. Then my boy Manny had to come in and pitch the last 2 innings. He couldn't get the job done. So the game with the extra innings, my team scored about 4 runs, and then I had to come in and close it. So that was the first game. Second game, I just was complete Luis Severino type bullshit. Only allowed 4 runs though. Both softball games that I picked, I've only allowed 4 runs. At least 4 runs. No home run or anything, just 4 runs. And I'm okay with it. I got through the entire game. I spoke to my manager. I'm like, yo, do not take me out of this game. And that's exactly what happened. He didn't take me out of the game. I pitched the complete game. We won the fucking championship. And I got MVP. Lit. So there you guys go. That was my Sunday. But I hope you guys had a good weekend. But if you guys don't know who I am, I'm your boy Chris. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel on this Monday, August 26, 2019. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel. Now, before I do all my shtick here, I want to give a special shout out to everybody Yankees Twitter. I had a great time yesterday. For most of you that don't know, 2010, I tore my ACL playing a high school baseball championship game for my high school. I tore my ACL. I thought that my baseball career was over. I got the surgery. I haven't even touched a bat or a ball in almost 9 years. And for the fact that I came back yesterday was my first game ever in 9 years. First game in 9 years. I played in the Yankees softball game and I got MVP. I want to give a special shout out to everybody in Yankees Twitter. You guys know who you are. Javi, Steph, Nikki, Frank, everybody else. Joe, Jose, Manny, everybody else. Billy, everybody else. On the Savages and the Bronx Bombers, I'm giving you guys a special shout out. Thank you guys so much. You guys are my Yankee family. I love every single one of you guys. And I'm looking forward to September 28th, where I get to kill you guys again. So, should be good. But anyways, if you guys thought that Raw was terrible tonight, hit that thumbs up, please. Leave a comment down below what you guys thought of Raw tonight. Like I said, there were a few positives, just very minimal positives, but a whole bunch of negatives. And we'll talk about it on this review. Leave a comment down below what you guys thought of Raw tonight. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to show your support by hitting that subscribe button down below and turn those bells, guys, for notifications. Crash Team Racing Actual Few, episode 4, live on the channel right now. Crash is Road to Glory with the Crystal Cup. Don't worry, I have episode 5 already recorded. You guys will get that on Thursday. This video, Crash Team Racing Actual Few, will be in the annotation above that you see in the upper hand corner of your screen. Also, check out episode 52 of the Reality Podcast, where we talk about Tommaso Ciampa's in-ring return could be in mid-September. Link to episode 52 of the podcast will be in the annotation above that you see on the upper hand corner of your screen. Also, check out episode 53 as well from Saturday. Notice that there was nothing on Sunday. Episode 53 of the Reality Podcast, live on the channel right now, where we go over Vince McMahon could be taking a hiatus from World Wrestling Entertainment to focus on the XFL, depending on how Raw, SmackDown, and NXT does on their new networks. So, link to episode 53 of the Reality Podcast will be in the annotation above that you see in the upper hand corner of your screen. This is the official home of the Reality Podcast, so make sure you are following me on social media. Twitter, Chris from Lawrence, Snapchat, Chris was hating. And like I said, if you guys are enjoying the content, be sure to show your support by hitting that subscribe button down below and turn on those bells guys for notifications. Monday we do Raw review, Tuesday SmackDown Live review, Wednesday NXT review, Thursday Crash Team Racing Nitro review, Crash's Road to Glory episodes, and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday you guys get episodes of the Reality Podcast right here on the channel. Let's begin Raw review from the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans, Louisiana. Now, Monday Night Raw started off with Sasha Banks. Obviously, you have to start off with right now your hottest woman right now in WWE right now is Sasha Banks. Obviously, you have to. After a replay of her return and she's subsequent attack and the attack on Natalya, Banks said, so everyone wants to know why. She reiterates the question and says that for 4 months, she's been gone, out of sight, minding her own business, and not talking to anyone. And yet, all she's heard is people saying her name, a light Becky chant picks up. She says she heard that she was throwing a fit and lying on the locker room floor crying, and that she took her ball and went home. You're damn right I did. She says she was relegated to a WrestleMania pre-show tag team match, in a match she didn't give a damn about. Meanwhile, Becky Lynch was main eventing the whole show against Ronda Rousey, so yes, she took 4 months off and took some vacations using her WrestleMania paycheck. Yeah, I wonder what that paycheck really is. Now she's back though, and she had a plan. She reminds us that she hugged Natalya, and she lied to Natty by saying, "Your daddy will be so proud of you." Then came Becky Lynch to the rescue, but we saw what happened to her. And now she's in the center of attention, just like she deserves, because she has been the centerpiece of the women's division since day one, and she deserves all this attention. Natalya comes running down, and Banks meets her on the ramp. They brawl on the outside, back and forth with Natty slamming Banks into the steps. Officials come down and separate them, but they continue breaking free and brawling. We head to the break as they pulled apart again. This was a great segment. No, not a great segment. This was a great promo by Sasha Banks. We finally got to know why. We finally got the why of why Sasha has been out for 4 months. Simple. Because of how she's been treated on the main roster. Now, obviously, she said that she was lying and crying on the locker room floor at WrestleMania. That wasn't even true. There were multiple reports saying that wasn't true. Multiple reports even confirmed that wasn't even true. It was all false. It was all bullshit. But Sasha says that she didn't care about the women's tag team title match. Of course she didn't. Because of how you lost the titles and you were promised a long title reign. Only for you guys to lose it to the fucking Iconics. Which is terrible in itself. But Sasha spoke the entire truth in this promo. And I love it. Sasha right now is the hottest thing right now in WWE. She's the hottest thing there right now. No cap. She really is. Now I'm saying this. Now fuck Becky. I hope Sasha's the one that takes the title for Becky Lynch. I hope so. If anything, is either Clash of Champions or they fight inside Hell in a Cell, which is a lame idea. But at this point, as white hot Sasha Banks is, why not? Why not? You book it inside Hell in a Cell where Sasha beats Becky. Well, Becky. My thoughts fucked up. I apologize. I mean, what can you say about Sasha Banks? She's really good. She's a great promo. And she's been white hot Ever since she's been back. On the Raw after SummerSlam. She's been back ever since. And she's been white fucking hot. And I love that. And I love that shit. But the part that really didn't have me liking this promo, well, the segment, was the fact that Natty came out. I would have had Sasha cut a full promo, then leave. Why would you have Sasha and Natalya brawl when we know that they're going to have a match later on tonight? They've been brawling ever since they've been brawling ever since Sasha's been back. Ever since Sasha has been back, they've been brawling. You want to brawl right now when Sasha has cut one of her best promos that she's ever cut? Not necessary. It was not necessary whatsoever to bring Natalya in that situation. Really wasn't. It wasn't necessary. But Sasha cut a great promo. Now that they got through all that already, we went to the match. And then from there, the match was Sasha. Just know. Sasha looked good in this match against Natty. Just know. We'll go over that later on. Ricochet makes his entrance. Mind you, Ricochet got the jobber entrance. You know where they don't fucking show his full entrance? It's a jobber entrance. Ricochet got the jobber entrance. Tough. That is really fucking tough. Ricochet makes his entrance for another match in the round 1 of the King Ring tournament. He'll face Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is out second, and he stops to hold the scepter and sits on the throne. Boy, did Drew McIntyre look good sitting there. The winner of this match will face Samoa Joe on Raw next week when Raw is in Baltimore. TM, I know you're watching. I know for a fact you're not going to be at Raw next week. I know. Because the following week on that Raw, guess where Raw's going that week? The next week after that. Madison Square Garden. Tough. I know, TM, I know. TM, I know. I feel your pain, bro. I feel your pain. King of the Ring first round matchup, Ricochet versus Drew McIntyre. This match was fantastic in every shape or form. Now, I predicted Drew McIntyre to beat Ricochet, but since my fucking King of the Ring bracket is already busted after what happened last week with KO losing to Elias, I might as well just predict this shit off the fucking fly. I predicted Drew was going to win this match over Ricochet and move on to the next round. But I was wrong. Ricochet wins over Drew McIntyre in a fantastic matchup. This had to be one of Ricochet's best matches so far on the main roster. So far. Let's get down to the ending here. Give me a second here. Ricochet heads to the top rope as fans chant, "This is awesome." McIntyre pulls him from the top rope to the apron and punches him with a right hand to the floor. On the outside, Drew looked to toss Ricochet into the steel steps, but Ricochet jumped right over them and then hit an enziguri off the steps. Ricochet runs off the steps again, and the time McIntyre catches him with a Glasgow kiss, which is that devastating headbutt. Back inside the ring, Drew looks for the Claymore kick, but Ricochet lands a super kick, then kicks him down, but Drew comes back with a clothesline, a devastating clothesline that turned Ricochet inside out. Drew lifts Ricochet off the mat and hits the sit-out powerbomb for a near fall. McIntyre lifts Ricochet onto his shoulders and climbs the ropes, but Ricochet drops down and pulls Drew off. McIntyre literally throws Ricochet onto the top rope, but the one and only jumps off and hits the recoil. Ricochet goes up top and lands a 630 and picks up the shocking victory over Drew McIntyre. This match was fantastic. I loved every single minute of this match. Match was good. Ricochet wins. He'll face Samoa Joe next week on Raw in Baltimore. Well, I'm on FaceTime with Jessica. She's like, "Oh, Ricochet's going to win the entire tournament." No. According to reports, even though I did read a report during the weekend saying that Drew McIntyre was going to win the tournament, what if all of a sudden in the finals at Clash of Champions? Now, this is where people are going to focus on Clash of Champions, especially when it comes to the finals. Now, this is what I'm predicting here. This is what I'm predicting. I'm not going to say this is true or not, but this is my prediction. What if Ricochet makes the finals? Can you imagine a Ricochet versus Cedric Alexander semifinal matchup? Can you imagine that match? It can happen. It can happen. It can happen. We're going to Clash of Champions. And for example, Ricochet makes the finals. He makes all the way to the finals of the tournament. And he faces Elias, which is what I'm predicting. Ricochet and Elias in the finals of the King of the Ring tournament. What if Elias has Shane McMahon or Drew McIntyre take Elias' spot in the finals? What if Elias gives his King of the Ring finals matchup spot to either Drew McIntyre or Shane McMahon? Now, I can totally see Elias giving it to Shane McMahon and have Shane beat Ricochet in the finals. You know how fucked up that would be? You know how buried Ricochet would be if he loses to Shane McMahon in the King of the Ring finals? Can you imagine that? Now, again, I'm going to predict this again. If Elias gives his King of the Ring final spot to Shane McMahon and Kevin Owens comes out of nowhere and costs Shane McMahon the match against Ricochet, you can have Ricochet win the King of the Ring finals. You can have Ricochet win the entire tournament. But the reports were saying that Drew McIntyre was going to win the entire tournament. I don't know. After reading that report on the podcast now, I don't know. I really don't know what happens now. Or maybe Elias gives Drew McIntyre his spot in the tournament. Drew McIntyre could be in there. He'll face Ricochet in a rematch of the first round. Boom! Then you have McIntyre win. But knowing Vince McMahon and his old psychotic fuck of a mind here, he might have Elias give Shane McMahon his spot and have Shane beat Ricochet in the finals. I'm just saying. I know I gave you guys nightmares and everything else, but this is World Wrestling Entertainment that we're talking here. This is WWE. If they had Shane win the World Cup tournament and became the quote-unquote best in the world, they can have Shane McMahon win the entire King of the Ring tournament by just competing in one single match. And with that, with Shane McMahon getting in the finals, takes Elias' spot and wins the tournament, that fucks up everything and all the prestige and all the specialness of the King of the Ring tournament. Just saying. Ricochet wins. He defeats Drew McIntyre. He'll face Samoa Joe next week. Still to come, we got The Miz facing Baron Corbin in the last first round matchup on the Raw side. We see a replay of last week when Braun Strowman and Seth Rollins won the Raw Tag Team titles. Rollins and Strowman are interviewed backstage, and she says that both of Seth's titles will be on the line at Clash of Champions. Now, this is the part of the show where it completely pissed me off. He says whoever steps up to face him and Braun, they'll be ready. Of course, Braun can't take his eyes off the Universal Championship like a moron. Yeah, true. Eventually, Strowman says Seth is right. They'll face anyone. But he wants to know who will face Seth at Clash of Champions. Rollins said there's a long line of superstars, but then asks Braun if he wants a shot. Strowman laughs it off and says they're partners, but then immediately says yes. Seth says it won't be easy, and he won't like it, but he never backs down. They shake hands and walk off. A little second later, Michael Cole says it has been official, and we'll see a graphic of the match. This will mark the first time ever that the tag team champions will then face each other for the Universal Championship in the same night. I said this on Twitter. No Mercy 2017 was the perfect time to give Braun Strowman the Universal Championship. You think for 1 second that Strowman is going to beat Rollins after the fact that Rollins beat Lesnar at SummerSlam, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. No Mercy 2017 was the perfect night to give Braun Strowman the Universal Championship over Brock Lesnar. That would have made Braun into a legit monster. Now look at him now. 2019, almost 2 years later, Braun Strowman is nothing but a joke on Monday Night Raw. Strowman is only good for gimmick matches and destroying backstage stuff on the show. That's all he's good for. If you people think for 1 second that Strowman is going to beat Rollins for the Universal Championship, you are absolutely mental. You're mental if you think that Strowman's going to beat Rollins at Clash of Champions for the Universal Championship. And on top of that, to make matters worse, I'm sick of Rollins. Honestly, A, I'm sick of Rollins. B, I hate Strowman. C, the fact that we have to see Rollins and Strowman fight twice in one night is sleep-inducing. Remind me to have my NyQuil ready and my fucking pillow and my fucking Yankee blanket. You think I'm joking? Look at this. You think, folks, this is a fucking joke? You think this is a fucking joke? You think this is a joke? I have my fucking pillow and my Yankee blanket ready. Put me to sleep. This will be one of the most boring main events in WWE history. I'll be shocked if this show ends by 10:30. I will be shocked if this show ends by 10:30. Completely shocked. And then I gotta ask another question. After Strowman, when Rollins faces Strowman at Clash of Champions, and it's all said and done, who does Rollins face next at Hell in a Cell? Who does Rollins face next at Hell in a Cell? You better not give me Strowman again. You better not give me Strowman again. If you give me Strowman and Rollins, unless that match ends in a fuck finish, then you can do it again. But please, Rollins and Strowman fighting twice at one night, I guarantee you, Rollins and Strowman, their one-on-one match will main event Clash of Champions. If that's the case, you better have the Raw Tag Team title match kick off Clash of Champions. I guarantee you, the Raw Tag Team Championship match at Clash of Champions will kick off the show. Guarantee you. What has Braun Strowman done in 2019 to warrant him a Universal Championship match? Nothing. Nothing. My curveball at the fucking softball game last night is more valuable than Braun Strowman. My fucking MVP award from the softball game is more valuable than Braun Strowman. Or like Christina calls it, Yawn Strowman. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Seriously. Strowman and Rollins out of everybody else on that fucking roster. Strowman? You could have given me fucking Ricochet and Seth Rollins, and that would have been a fucking 5-star classic. Why Strowman? Can I ask that, please? Why Strowman? Out of all people on that Raw roster, why Strowman? This is fucking bullshit. This is fucking terrible. This is absolutely terrible. Terrible. Awful. I'm telling you. The Strowman fans are awful. Absolutely terrible. Jesus Christ. God save Clash of Champions. I will be lucky if I even get through the night on September 15th. Thank Christ if I get through that. My God. Strowman and Rollins, God help us all. God help us all. Jesus Christ. Moving on with the show here. The Miz makes his way down to the ring, gets on the microphone and says he's accomplished a lot in his career. And he proceeds to ram off those accolades. He says people Ask him what is left, but it's simple. He wants everything. He says we're all on the quest with him and steps on the Iron Throne and he'll become King Awesome. Fucking corny. Fucking corny. We got a King of the Ring matchup between The Miz and Baron Corbin. This match was okay for what it was. Match is okay. I like the fact, though, that Corbin is wrestling in a black tank top. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, actually. As a matter of fact, it suits him. I like it. But Corbin said at one time he doesn't want to wrestle topless because he's embarrassed of his tattoos and shit and the way his body is. So, we're a tank top. We're a tank top. This match was okay. I'm not going to say it was good. It was okay for what it was. Corbin wins here. Miz starts kicking away at Corbin's chest, but Corbin ducks the final one and rolls him up for another 2 count. Corbin goes for another out and in clothesline, but Miz counters into the skull crusher finale for a near fall. I thought the Miz was going to win that match up there. Corbin rolls out of the ring, but Miz goes right after him and slams him into the barricade before pulling him back in the ring. Miz looks for a springboard, but Corbin dodges and hits the end of days. Oh, just a beautiful move there for the win. Winner is Baron Corbin. Corbin will face Cedric Alexander next week on the quarterfinals of the King of the Ring tournament. This match is okay. The right guy won. Now, as for The Miz here, I gotta be honest with you. I hate The Miz. The Miz's babyface, I just don't see it, bro. I just don't see it. I'd rather have Miz as his natural position as a heel. Miz performs better as a heel. No cap. Miz performs 100 times better as a heel. But the right guy won here. That's all it was. Corbin wins. He'll face Cedric Alexander next week in Baltimore for the King of the Ring quarterfinals, which means the semifinals will be at Madison Square Garden in just 2 weeks, which will be the go-home show before Clash of Champions. After the match, Corbin walks up to the throne and sits down on it and pulls the crown on his head, his big, bald head. He says he was asked about a poll in which the fans wanted anybody but him to win King of the Ring. The good news is he never cared what any of us think, and that's because on our best day, we couldn't accomplish anything he has. He's where he is because of one person, himself. And after he's coronated, he'll tell us to hell. He'll tell us all to hell, King Corbin. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. King Corbin has a nice ring to it. But do I want him winning the tournament? No, I don't. So, there you go. Corbin wins. He'll face Cedric Alexander next week in the quarterfinals. We see Gallows and Anderson backstage. Kayla Braxton, Bay, asks them what their mindset is. Anderson says last week Rollins and Strowman were handed a title opportunity out of thin air. Yeah, I know. I feel you. Yet they have to beat 7 other teams to get a rematch because the rematch clause is abolished, Mr. Carl Anderson. The rematch clause, sir, is abolished. This show sucks. Just know. It doesn't matter, however, because tonight they proved that this is their turf. So right there you go. OC making threats. There you go. We see a replay of last week when Rey Mysterio was about to retire, but his son stopped him. Rey will return next week. I bet you Rey will go one-on-one with a jobber next week. Bet money. Bet money. We got Bayley versus Nikki Cross. I did not care for this match. And attention to detail here. Nikki Cross comes out with the Women's Tag Team Championships. They have no side plates. No side plates whatsoever. Oh, Chris, they getting their side plates customized. Blow me. Blow me. Fuck Nikki Cross. And on top of that, why is Nikki Cross wearing an Alexa Bliss shirt? Are you fucking serious? Why do you have Nikki Cross wearing a Alexa Bliss t-shirt? Another positive about this show, we didn't see Alexa Bliss. Another positive about this show tonight, we didn't see Alexa Bliss. I wonder what she was doing. Wink, wink. I wonder what she was doing. I think Storms in the comment section will tell you what she was doing. Bet. This match I did not care for. Crowd is dead for this match. Yeah, I'm supposed to take Bayley and Nikki Cross serious. Bayley wins with the Macho Man elbow. Moving on to the show. Because it's only a matter of time before Bayley loses it to Charlotte at Clash of Champions. And on top of that, if you guys didn't notice, Clash of Champions will be in Charlotte Flair's hometown of Charlotte, North Carolina. Flair country. Woo! I said this on Raw Review last week. I said this on SmackDown Review. I'm going to say it again. Do you think for 1 second that in Charlotte Flair's hometown, she's going to lose the Bayley for the SmackDown Women's title? No. And on top of that, can I ask this question? Why are we getting this match on a random edition of Monday Night Raw? Why? I bet you money we see this match tomorrow on SmackDown Live. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. We get Bayley versus Nikki Cross on SmackDown Live tomorrow. Or not, it'll be Bayley versus Alexa on SmackDown Live tomorrow. Guarantee you. Why did this match happen on Monday Night Raw? You do realize that Bayley was the only superstar that came from the wildcard rule. Bayley was the only one. The only one. No New Day, no Kofi, no Orton. Oh, yeah, I forgot Heavy Machinery as well. Oh, yeah, but Heavy Machinery is on SmackDown, I believe. I'm not too sure I'm really about that. Anyways, Bayley wins over Nikki Cross. Do you care? Do you care? Don't think so. Kayla Braxton, Bay again, interviews Braun Strowman and says that this has been a very busy week for him. Strowman says he will defeat AJ Styles tonight for the U.S. Championship, then defend the Clash of Champions, defend the Tag Team titles, and then win the Universal Championship. Yeah, sure. Strowman. Yeah, sure. Tag Team Turmoil, the Viking Raiders, I will call them the War Raiders. I will not call them by their slave name. The War Raiders will go up against the B Team. Now, this Tag Team Turmoil had the War Raiders, the B Team, Hawkins and Ryder, the OC, Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler, Heavy Machinery, the Lucha House Party, and the Revival. Out of all those 8 teams, which one of those teams is not a real team? Did you guess? If you said Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler, you are correct. You are correct. You had a random pairing of Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode in this tag team turmoil. That's how you know Raw doesn't have any tag teams. If anything, this tag team turmoil exposed the Raw tag team division. The winner of this tag team turmoil match will face Rollins and Strowman for the Raw tag team titles at Clash of Champions to kick off Clash of Champions. War Raiders against the B Team. This match was quick. B Team gets eliminated. Then we got the War Raiders against Gallows and Anderson. This match ended at a DQ, a double disqualification. So both teams were eliminated. So with that, 2 new teams came out. We got Ziggles. I'm not calling him Ziggler. Ziggles and Rude go up against the Lucha House Party. The Lucha House Party gets eliminated. Then we got the Revival against Ziggles and Rude. The Revival gets eliminated. And then we get Ziggles and Rude against Hawkins and Ryder. Hawkins and Ryder are eliminated. And then we're down to the last team. Ziggles and Rude against Heavy Machinery. Heavy Machinery looked good in this match. They did. They looked good in this match. Oh, and by the way, I must say this about the War Raiders and the OC. Guys, Anderson. They lost on a double DQ and makes them look strong because A, they didn't get pinned. B, they didn't get submit. And C, it makes them look strong because nobody got pinned. Nobody got pinned. So there you go right there. Winners of the tag team turmoil is Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggles. They will face Strowman and Rollins for the Raw Tag Team titles at Clash of Champions. People were telling me on Twitter that, hey, Strowman could turn heel before Clash of Champions. Maybe Rollins. This is what I know this is going to happen. People were telling me on Twitter that Strowman is going to turn heel on Rollins before Clash of Champions. I can see that happen. What I also see happen is Rollins defending the titles by himself against Roode and Ziggler. Or should I say Ziggles. Rollins will defend the titles by himself. He'll probably lose them to Roode and Ziggles. And then that way, Rollins is fucked up going into the main event against Strowman. Where, my God, I pray to whoever is up there that Rollins does not lose the title to Strowman. And like I said, if you people think that Strowman loses, if you think that Strowman wins the title over Rollins, you're fucking mental. You're fucking mental. The company is trying to make Seth Rollins look cool. Having him beat a monster among men like Braun Strowman would not even be cool whatsoever. This is just pure laziness. Booking Roode and Ziggler as a random Ziggles. Roode and Ziggles as a team. Lazy. Absolutely lazy. What happened to the Colognes? Huh? The Colognes. What happened to the Colognes? Huh? What happened to them? Why weren't they featured in this match? Oh, yeah, I forgot they're sitting in fucking Puerto Rico right now. Catering in Puerto Rico. Can you blame me whatsoever talking shit about them? No. You can't. Because why? Because this company sucks. So right there. Roode and Ziggles win. They face Rollins and Strowman at Clash of Champions for the Raw Tag Team titles. We see the video package of the Roman Reigns Mystery Attacker storyline. That storyline I'm just done with. I don't give a fuck what happens on SmackDown tomorrow night. I don't care. I don't care. We all know what's going to lead to Roman and Daniel Bryan at Clash of Champions. We all know this. Roman wins. He gets pushed again, going towards the WWE Championship. Could you see it coming there? It's only a matter of time, folks. I know Vince is just, I have to get Roman the WWE Championship. Trust me, it's coming. It's coming. Moving on here. We got Sasha Banks versus Natalya. I must say this. Sasha Banks is bad as fuck. I'm sorry. With the blue hair. I don't know about you guys, but I think a certain asset of hers grew a little bit. I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about back there. I think one of her assets grew just a little bit. So I think she was probably getting it on during her vacation that she used to WrestleMania paycheck on. I mean, just saying. Sasha versus Natty. I mean, we all knew Sasha was going to win this matchup. We all knew. Sasha makes Natty tap to the the bank statement. What she did, no. Banks and Natalya with the bank statement, and Natty tries to get to the ropes, but Sasha wraps her injured arm across her face, well, her neck, not her face, her neck, and Natalya taps out. After the matchup, this is straight 100% savage. Savage! Sasha Banks, folks, is a fucking savage. After the match, Banks leaves the ring, but turns and gets back into the ring, applies the Banks statement again. The referee pulls her off Banks' sleeves with a grin on her face. Meanwhile, while she was planning the Banks statement to Natty again, she had a smile on her face. Attention to detail. She had a smile on her face while she applied the Banks statement on Natty after the match. Sasha's a fucking savage. Don't be surprised if we get don't be surprised if we get Sasha versus Becky at Clash of Champions for the Raw Women's title. And notice, we didn't even see Becky Lynch on Raw tonight. So there you go. Sasha picks up the victory over Natty. Kayla Braxton is backstage. Bay again. This time with AJ Styles. She's asking about the match against Braun tonight, but he calls it a bunch of bull. I know what you want to say after bullshit. He says Gallows and Anderson was screwed last week, and everybody knows that, but nobody thinks he can beat Braun by himself. But clearly, they've forgotten how phenomenal he is. He says Braun thinks he can walk out of Clash of Champions with all the gold, but he can't do that because he won't get his hands on the United States Championship. Just a typical AJ Styles promo. We get Cesaro facing Cedric Alexander in a one-on-one match. Now, I know that Cedric is in the next round of the King of the Ring tournament. Can I ask, why is he fighting tonight on Raw? Now, yeah, I know you got a bunch of talent on the show. Don't get me wrong. But Cedric is in the King of the Ring tournament. What if he wrestled on this match tonight against Cesaro and he got hurt? God forbid he got injured. Then whoever wins between Miz and Corbin, whoever won Miz and Corbin was going to go straight to the semifinals of the King of the Ring tournament. With Cedric wrestling on Raw tonight, you're risking an injury from him. You're risking injury from Cedric Alexander. Because Corbin had already beat The Miz. Corbin was watching Cedric Alexander wrestle while he was backstage. What if Cedric got hurt here? God forbid, he suffered an injury. He loses his spot in the tournament. He has to force the forfeit. And Corbin goes straight to the semifinals. That's the only thing I didn't like about this show tonight. Also, was the fact that they had Cedric wrestle. Meanwhile, he has the King of the Ring quarterfinal matchup next week. You're risking injury from Cedric Alexander. You're risking an injury. You're risking injury. But this match was fantastic. The only problem about this match was the fucking crowd was dead during this match. I'm telling you, New Orleans did not deserve this type of match tonight. They really didn't. New Orleans did not deserve this type of match. They didn't. The match was so good, yet the crowd was so dead. That is disappointing. That frustrates me. That absolutely frustrates me. You don't know to what capacity that frustrates me. That is fucking ridiculous. That is crazy. But Cedric wins with a lumbar check. He beats Cesaro in a very good matchup. That was probably the best match the entire night. Either Cedric and Cesaro or Ricochet and Drew McIntyre. If I have to pick one, it'll probably be Cedric versus Cesaro. This was the match of the night. Although the crowd was dead, the crowd made me not care about this match. The crowd made me not care about this match. I'm sorry. The crowd made me not care about this match. Crazy. Mind you, Cesaro's really good. Cedric is amazing in the ring. The fact that they put up this type of match tonight and the crowd was just dead for it just pissed me off the entire show. For the rest of the show. Pissed me off. Cedric wins over Cesaro. I'm not going to go over this whole entire 24/7 garbage. I don't give a fuck about that at all. I'm just going to go straight to the main event here. AJ Styles versus Braun Strowman for the U.S. title. I would be pissed the fuck off, and I would have went off on this review and said, if Braun won the U.S. title tonight, I was going to be pissed off. If Braun was going to win the U.S. title tonight, I was not going to give you guys the review. I was not. But thank God that didn't happen. Didn't happen. What I liked here was towards the ending. What I liked was the ending. Referee's down. Styles leaves the ring and grabs a chair, but Braun hits him with a running power slam when he gets back inside, and there's no referee. Anderson and Gallows come down. Mind you, Gallows and Anderson were barred from ringside in this match. They were barred from ringside. So Anderson and Gallows come down and attack Braun, but he shrugs them off and hits them with chairs. The referee gets up and Styles pulls an Eddie Guerrero. God rest his soul. Pretending he was hit, the referee calls for the bell. So Eddie did the lie, cheat, and steal. This was a very nice tribute to Eddie Guerrero in this particular thing. A very nice tribute to Eddie Guerrero. I think Eddie, after watching that, I think Eddie had a smile on his face from heaven. I think Eddie had a smile on his face from heaven. This was brilliant on AJ Styles' part. Brilliant to pull an Eddie Guerrero because Strowman's dumbass had the steel chair. Get rid of the chair. This is for the U.S. title. Get rid of the fucking chair. Strowman, like a fucking dumbass, sees the referee getting up. Get rid of the chair. Get rid of it. And I'm thinking to myself, while Styles is down, pretending that he got hit by a chair, I'm thinking, yo, Eddie must be smiling from ear to ear from heaven. Because what AJ did was brilliant and to perfection. To perfection. AJ wins by DQ, retains the title. Braun doesn't like the referee's decision, so he batters AJ and Gallows with a chair. Strowman then hits Anderson and Gallows with power slams before hitting AJ and hitting him with a running power slam of his own. Strowman lifts the United States title up and stares at it before tossing it onto AJ as posing as the show goes off the air. And that is it for Monday Night Raw. There will be people that will defend this show. There will be people, no matter what, that will defend the show. This show, outside of Sasha's promo, Sasha's savagery over Natty, and Ricochet versus Drew, and Cedric versus Cesaro, nothing even happened on the show. This show was fucking terrible. Absolutely terrible. And if you people don't see that, there's no saving you whatsoever. It came to a point where my buddy Frank was telling me, Chris, I stopped watching the show. He even tweeted at me on Twitter telling me, Chris, I stopped watching the show. I don't blame you. If you guys stop watching the show after Sasha's match, I don't blame you. Or after Cedric's matchup, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. The only positives were Sasha's promo, Ricochet versus Drew, Sasha's smile after doing the Banks statement on Natty, Cedric versus Cesaro, and AJ Styles paying tribute to Eddie Guerrero. That is it. That was it. What happened on the show tonight that was really, really good? Nothing. Nothing happened on the show tonight. Nothing. Nothing happened on the show tonight, and that's a home run. Nothing happened on the show tonight. Nothing happened. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to go relax because I'm so sore from the softball game. So I'm getting the fuck up out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed Raw Review, Hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below what you guys thought of Monday Night Raw tonight. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to show your support by hitting that subscribe button down below. Turn on those guys for notifications. Episode 4 of Crash Team Racing live on the channel right now, as well as episode 52 and 53 of the reality podcast live on the channel as well. All these videos will be in the annotation above that you see on the upper right hand corner of your screen. This is the official home of the reality podcast, so make sure you are following me on social media. Twitter, Chris from Loring. Snapchat, Chris was hated. And like I said, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to show your support by hitting the subscribe button down below. Turn on those guys for notifications. And I will see you guys tomorrow for SmackDown review. I don't even care what's going to happen. I don't really care. SmackDown tomorrow review on the channel tomorrow. Until then, I'm Chris. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, share the video all over social media. I will see you guys tomorrow for SmackDown review. Till then, talk to you guys later.